It looks like the data mines that I did see online for Persona 5 The Phantom X Global were correct. We are getting Yui and Manami at the same time, it seems like. Maybe they're not going to throw them both at us right at the same time, but within a week or 2 weeks from each other, we're going to get 2 new characters. So if you guys don't know what those characters do and if they're worth pulling, I'm going to go over that in this video. I will say right off the bat, I've already told you guys so many times, Yui is the first banner in China, and she is not good. Unfortunately, she's one of my favorite looking characters, and I love her personality in the story. Our AI girlfriend, right? But unfortunately, it's not that she's not good when she comes out. She is decent, but the problem is very shortly after her is a character called Ayaka that comes out. She's the guitar characters you see playing in the Shibuya station, and she just blows her out of the water, and they pretty much do the same thing. So let me go over the characters that I'm talking about here. As you can see, the global version, now the Japanese version did post this first, so if we ever want news fast, we just go off of the Japanese account, because obviously they are time zone ahead of us, so they did release their news earlier. It says, new character to all in the Velvet Room. It looks like Merope has detected a new phantom idol. This one right here is Yui, and this one is Manami, the nurse healer, which I will tell you right now is still one of the best healers, if not the best healer in the Chinese version a year later. This is Yui right here. I actually really do love her design and her persona and the, you know, her bubbly personality, but unfortunately she is meant to be a assassin type, you know, damage dealing electric character, but sadly her kit is just kind of mediocre because it's based off of doing follow-up attacks. So you have to set up a lot of things. Even her ult is just like giving herself a buff and then like pairing up with another ally, and then every time an ally does an attack, a skill attack, she follows up with a follow-up of her own. Unfortunately, it doesn't do that much damage when you're comparing it to someone like Ayaka, who not only buffs herself but also all your other characters, and she does AoE lightning damage, and her highlight does AoE lightning damage. So she is definitely going to be the better unit for your team, especially since there's going to be even stronger electric characters for DPS down the line. Unfortunately, even though Yui is supposed to be a DPS, it's just the follow-up mechanic is what makes her kind of mid. If it wasn't for that and she had just straight DPS abilities, she would be way better. And it's just not worth using her right now. You're probably still better off using Motaha, and then when Ayaka comes out, you use Ayaka to buff Motaha. But Manami is definitely going to be the one that you don't skip. Like, I will show you, even in China, she is still tier 0. Tier 0 a year later. She is still the most broken healer in the game. And then when Manaka comes out, which I think should be soon, also is going to be a definite must pull for, she's a navigator. Very, very good. Well, I'll go into that later on. I'll do a video that is going to talk about the best characters to look out for and which ones to skip. But yeah, she increases all your characters max HP just at the start of battle. She also has other moves that increase their max HP. She has a ridiculous amount of heals. She also has a single target bless damage attack. So if you do need to knock some enemies down or do follow-ups and stuff, she will be able to attack, and that move also gives all allies a stack of bless. She's got 2 heals. She's going to be one of the first ones that dispels debuffs, and so she's going to dispel 2 debuffs with a single target heal, and then she also gives all healed allies 1 stack of bless and restores HP. So what she does is do main character heal and then heal other allies on the side as well, or the one with the lowest HP, I believe. Yeah, so this one is heals the ally with the lowest HP 2 times after healing the main target that you're selecting. Very, very, very good healer. Absolutely incredible. I still use her to this day on almost every single team, and that's the other thing, she can work on any team really. But yeah, I will be doing a dedicated video for best characters to look out for, because that has been a lot of questions on like, what should I say for, what should I look out for? I'll be doing a video on that very shortly. I'm just recovering from food poisoning. I wanted to do this video yesterday, but my 4th of July was spent going out with some friends, co-workers, you know, the night before 4th of July. I had like 1 or 2 drinks, which is nothing for me. And yeah, I had this very not good chicken, and I could tell it didn't taste good. So I didn't even finish half of it. And I was like, you know, this is making me sick. And then I started not feeling good. And I'm like, guys, I'm gonna go home. I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't feel good. And I started thinking to myself, maybe it was the chicken. And then as I was driving home, You know when you try to puke out of a window in a car and like sometimes you don't make it all the way? I had to pull over because I was on the highway. Fucking try to slam my brakes fast as fuck, lower my window in time to fucking, because it just hit me out of nowhere to projectile vomit. And I missed a little bit and some of it went on me. Car. It was just fucking gross, man. Yeah, and then I got home, proceeded to vomit all night to the point where my back and my stomach was in physical pain because of how many times I threw up. And then this morning, again, a couple times threw up and just slept all day. So yeah, I'm sorry for the lack of content. There was a lot of videos I want to do for Persona. I'm going to start cracking down on them this weekend so you guys can look forward to a lot more content. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. And if you have any questions about these two characters, feel free to let me know. And of course, if you want to pull Yui because she looks awesome and you really like her character and you don't care about meta, fuck meta, man. You can clear the content with any character. I'm just talking. This video is more for the people that are like really free to play, really stingy on their pulls, and want to pull the best characters for endgame content, stuff like that. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all on the next video.